Iron Valiant once again proving how dangerous it is in the OU tier right now. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're battling versus Kafkafoon in the OU tier from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. I've also noticed that only 36% of people watching the video are actually subscribed, so just double check you subscribe because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. It's a bit bizarre. And if you're not subscribed in the first place, why not? It's free. It helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, Kafkafoon's got a pretty solid looking team. They got a Landorus, Therian, Dragapult, Corviknight, Tinglu, Meowscarada, and an Iron Valiant. So we've got our work cut out for us there. It's a very powerful looking team. I think they lead off with Meowscarada personally. That's what I would lead off with. So I'm inclined to lead with Torkoal, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Get the sun up, you know, get Lilligant some speed and Delphox some firepower. And the battle begins. So Kafkafoon's going to lead off with Meow, the Meowscarada. We lead off with Torkoal, which is great. It's a lovely sunset in the sky as well, which is nice. Gotta love it, gotta love it. So anyway, we can Will-O-Wisp this thing, or we could just, like, you know, predict the switch and go for a Stealth Rocks. I think we can safely go for the Stealth Rocks. They're probably going to go for a U-turn or a Spikes. Spikes works. Do they have a Ghost type? They have the Dragapult. So that's, we can't Rapid Spin really very well. So they get one layer of Spikes up, which is great for them. We get the Stealth Rocks up, which is great for us. It's going to really help against the Landorus and the Corviknight. A bit of chip damage here and there. Dragapult as well is not going to appreciate the chip too much. Now I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp to try and prevent this thing from being a bit of a problem for me. So they do withdraw the Meowscarada. What are they going to go into, though? The Dragapult. Let's hope this is physical Dragapult. Probably not if they're bringing it in against Torkoal, though. Stone's going to dig in. We go for a Will-O-Wisp. We do hit the Will-O-Wisp, which is great. They were probably expecting a Rapid Spin there. That'd be why they've got the main reason they've gone to Dragapult. But at the same time, Dragapult handles Torkoal pretty well. So let's hope it's physical and not special. And what we can do now is we can just switch out if we want to. I'm probably going to expect Draco Meteor, so I'm going to go into my Corviknight. Hopefully they don't go for a Flamethrower, otherwise we lost Corviknight. If they predict the switch and go for Flamethrower, it's a very good play on my opponent's behalf. Let's see what they do. So Corviknight's going to come in, looking nice and powerful. Let's see what they do, okay? We're going to go for a Draco Meteor. We appreciate Draco Meteors a bit more. Draco Meteors are very much appreciated. So, we can probably expect to switch out here to try and... What do they go into, though? That's the real question. I'm thinking of going for a Roost just to get my health back up because we're going to need this for the Iron Valiant later. So I'm going to go for the Roost real quick. They do withdraw the Dragapult as expected because they're probably locked in. They're probably choice specs. They go into Mittens, which is going to be the Landorus. So Landorus is an interesting one. It's going to get hurt by Stealth Rocks. It's going to get the Intimidator off of my Corviknight, which is absolutely fine by me. We go for a Roost. Going to get that health back up. They're going to slurp up them feathers. That's not how Roost works, but you know what I'm trying to say, okay? I'm slurping up energy juice while I'm roosting on the side. And let's go for a U-turn anyway and get on out of there. They go for a substitute, so that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Go for a substitute all you want to. We're going to go for a U-turn and get on out of there. Do a bit of damage to the substitute. Not enough to take it out, of course. As there we go, we're going to go back to us. So we got a nice slow U-turn off, which is great. We've got a couple of options. One of them Samurott. The other one is No, not Thunderous. The other one is going to be Lilligant. So I'm going to go into Lilligant real quick because I'm pretty sure Landorus doesn't get Flying Stab. Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. I don't think I am, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight for that Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner is probably the best way to go about this. They are leftovers and not Rocky Helmets, so we don't have to worry about that. We are a Covert Cloak, which is basically so that we can Victory Dance all over Garganacl. Let's go for an Ice Spinner and find out what we're going to do here. So that Ice Spinner comes through. Take out that substitute real quick. And let's see what attacking move they decide to go for. I'm curious to see what they do here. They probably U-turn, right? Would U-turn and substitute stack right, though? And then they go for a Swords Dance. So Swords Dance comes through. Interesting choice. Not sure how that's going to work for them. Landorus Therian looks so good in this game, right? It looks so good. I really love how it looks in this game. Let's go for the Ice Spinner again. It should KO the Landorus. I'm pretty sure they do Terra. So we may lose Lilligant here, but changing to a different type could actually be a good thing because it means Thunderous is going to have a fun time. So they change into a Water type. I should have Leaf Bladed, shouldn't I? They change it to a Water type, which is great for us because it means their Terra Blast isn't going to do much damage to us. We go for the Ice Spinner. Obviously, it's going to do a bit of chip. Not much. As they're able to go for an EQ. So the EQ is going to do some decent damage to us. Takes us out because it's Swords Dance boosted, which is fine. Absolutely fine by me. I am not fussed about that at all. What we can do now is we can go into Thunderous, bait in the Ting Lu, and go into something like Samurott. That's what I'm leaning towards. We could also Terra Grass with Delphox. They'll probably see that come in now. Or they'll probably see a Solar Beam come in. Let's go Thunderous, and we'll bait out their Ting Lu. So we'll go Thunderous real quick. They can't really bring anything in. They can't really bring anything in other than the Ting Lu. So I'm inclined to go into our Samurott. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch out my Thunderous. I'm going to go into Samurott, expecting the Ting Lu. And I know I'm switching a lot, but come on, it's part of the game. You got to get over it, you know. There we go. Going to withdraw Thunderous. We're going to go into our nice and powerful Wano the Samurott over here, expecting the Ting Lu to come in. Let's see how this plays out for us. So they do ahead withdrawals into the Ting Lu more than likely. Hopefully, if we can get rid of the Ting Lu, we can start Thunderbolting things. That's going to be a fun time. So anyway, stones are going to dig into the Ting Lu, of course. We lose the Harsh Sunlight, which is good actually, because it means our Aqua Cutter is going to do that much more damage. Their only real switch-in is going to be the... I don't think they want to get hit by an Aqua Cutter, right? But they might try and tank it once, just so that they can... Let's go for the Aqua Cutter and play it safe. There we go. They did stay in, so good play on my behalf, I think. We've got a nice and powerful critical hit on the Ting Lu, which is great. It's a high crit ratio move. They go for an EQ. Does a good amount of damage to Samurott over there. Now, I'm kind of expecting them to go Corv or Meowscarada. So I'm leaning towards Sacred Sword. I'm going to go for the Sacred Sword. I think Sacred Sword's a good choice. So Sacred Sword comes through, takes out the Ting Lu. They kind of had no choice but to lose the Ting Lu there, which is great for us. Absolutely fantastic for us because it means no more ground types on their team. In comes Meow Wow, the Meowscarada, of course. We do have a switch into this in Torkoal, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that's probably the best bet. They're probably going to go for a nice and powerful Spikes right now. So we'll go into Smokey the Torkoal real quick. There we go. And it comes. We're going to get that sun up. There we go. The sun comes out to play as they set up a U-turn. So they go for a U-turn instead, boosted by Protean. It's going to do minimal damage to Torkoal, of course, but it gives them a free switch back into Landorus or Dragapult. Dragapult, we can actually... I think if Dragapult comes in, I don't think they Draco. I think they go in something else. So they're going to go into Landorus. Landorus is probably going to Earthquake me in the face, which is going to hurt a lot. We get the Intimidate off on the Torkoal, but it's absolutely fine. We could stay in and tank an Earthquake and then go for a Will-O-Wisp. Because they can't go for Terra Water, because that'll be weakened by the sun. We could Terra Water. I think I kind of want to burn this Landorus. I think they go for a Swords Dance expecting the switch. Let's go for a Will-O-Wisp and find out. So they go for a Swords Dance expecting the switch, which is great. That's the right play. Hopefully we can hit the Will-O-Wisp. That'd be nice. We missed the Will-O-Wisp. We unfortunately missed the Will-O-Wisp. So that is unfortunate because that Will-O-Wisp would have been really nice on Landorus right now. So now, what do? We go Corviknight, right? Yeah, let's go Corviknight. Let's go Corviknight. We'll go for a slow U-turn into something else. So let's go ahead and go to Corviknight real quick. We'll see what this Landorus is going to do. Corv comes in, nice and powerful. Get the pressure off. And they go for a substitute. So that's unfortunate. Because now it means Swords Dance, substitute, Earthquake, and what? They can't have knockoff. Knockoff's not legal. Terra Blast? Let's go for a Brave Bird and find out what they're going to do. They go for a Stone Edge. So they've got Stone Edge covering. So they've got Edgequake. Stone Edge is fine. We can handle that, no problem. We're going to be able to go for a Brave Bird right now and take out this substitute. So there we go. So we might lose Corv here. There we go. Substitute faded. That's good. That's good. That's good. So we've got a little bit of recoil. A little bit of recoil. But I'm pretty sure we're golden. I'm pretty sure we're actually all right here. So let's go for another Brave Bird so they don't set up another substitute. They go for the Stone Edge. That's going to take out Corv, unfortunately. But it gives us a free switch into our Thunderous Furion, which is going to be the key player in this game. The key player. So we need to keep Thunderous Furion alive. That is what we need to do. Because they literally have no ground types anymore. They've got no electric immunity. They've got 2 Pokemon that resist electricity, and that's about it. The other 2 are weak to it, and the Valiant has no special defense. So let's go for a Volt Switch first. Volt Switch comes through. It should take out the Landorus. It does take out the Landorus, which is great. Down goes Mittens. They like I said, no switch-ins. 0 switch-ins at all. So we lose our Dragapult switch-in, which is the only downside to this. So we're going to go back. They get a free switch-in on whatever they want, whatever we decide to bring in. I'm thinking Samurott is a good choice, but they're probably going to be Meowscarada. If they go Meowscarada, let's go Samurott. Samurott's a good choice because we're going to either bait out the Iron Valiant, which should be fine, or we bring out the Dragapult. So I'm hoping they bring out the Dragapult because then I can Sucker Punch it in the face. They bring in Soda, which is going to be what? Iron Valiant. Is it going to be Booster Energy? It is Booster Energy. So, looking at their team, they've got Special Attacker. They had Landorus with Swords Dance. They have Tinglu. I don't think this is going to be a Swords Dance set. I think this is going to be a special set. So, Samurott could have some capabilities later on down the line. I think the best play to do is to go into Delphox here. I think Delphox is the play. Because they're probably going to go for a Moonblast, right? They probably go for a Moonblast, right? So let's go Moana. We resist both its stabs. So we should be golden. They go for it. They are Soul Dance. Crap. That's not worked out at all. That's not worked out at all. Booster energy as well, so they're faster. So they probably go for a knockoff here, right? We've got no other choice. We have to go for a Psychic. We have to just go for a Psychic and hope that they aren't knockoff. That's all we can really do. We're going to lose Delphox here, but it's fine. Like I said, Thunderous is what we need. But we need a way around this Iron Valiant right now. They go for a knockoff. That's going to take out Delphox, no doubt in my mind. Delphox didn't get to do anything this game. It kind of just came in to die. Now, after knocking off a Choice Specs, the Harsh Sunlight's going to fade, which gives me an excuse to get the old trusty Torkoal in. Now, Torkoal is physically defensive. But can it take a close combat from this thing? That's the real question. Can it take a close combat from this thing? I don't think it can. But we're going to go for a Fire Blast just in case it can. They might not have close combat. They might have Drain Punch. I don't think they'll have Drain Punch. I think they definitely have close combat. I'm shaking my head right now because I know it to be true. They go for a close combat. That's going to take out poor Torkoal over here. As that is probably the game, right? Because now all we've got left to rely on is Thunderous Furion, who is Choice Scarf, but they are Booster Energy Speed, so they outspeed us, right? The only thing I can think is if, because we're at full HP, we can live. Go for a Thunderbolt and find out. Spirit Break comes through, and we just get completely annihilated. So Iron Valiant, once again proving why it is such a great Pokemon. Such a great Pokemon. So let's go into Wano real quick. There we go. And I'm at least getting a little bit of damage off on this thing. I'm going for that Sucker Punch real quick. I should have gone for a Terra Dark, really. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because it wasn't doing much damage to it anyway. Sucker Punch comes through. Minimal damage. Yeah, see? So there we go. We go for a Spirit Break. That's going to take out Samurott, unfortunately. And that's going to be the game. So it was a great battle. It came, you know, I think we did pretty well. But Kafkafoon's a very good battler. So I kind of expected him to win here. But that's absolutely fine. So anyway, GG Kafkafoon. Thank you for the game. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, and all wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.